Michael always passed the same small park bench every morning on his way to work. It stood beneath an old maple tree, and most days it was empty, quiet, and ordinary. Except one morning he noticed something unusual, a white envelope placed neatly on the wooden seat. At first he walked past it. People lose things all the time, he thought, but for some reason he stopped. Maybe it was the handwriting, maybe it was how carefully it had been placed there, or maybe it was the feeling that it was meant to be found. The envelope had one short message written on the front: "For the person who needs this." Michael didn't consider himself that person. His life was stable, predictable, but he had been feeling strangely tired lately, tired in a way that sleep never fixed. He placed the envelope in his coat pocket and continued his day. Hours passed. Work, meetings, emails. Yet the envelope stayed in his mind like a whisper he couldn't ignore. When evening came, Michael finally opened it. Inside was a small note that said, "Don't leave before you see the sunrise." That's it. No name, no explanation, just 10 quiet words. He almost laughed. Who writes something like that? Why would anyone care whether he saw the sunrise or not? But that night, sleep didn't come. Instead, he sat on his bed, staring at the note. For reasons he couldn't explain, he set his alarm for 5:30 a.m. And when the morning came, he walked back to the same bench. The sky was still dark, except for a thin line of gold on the horizon. As he waited, someone slowly approached the bench. An elderly woman with soft, trembling hands. She stared at Michael in surprise. You found it?" she asked. Michael nodded and held up the note. She sat beside him. "My husband left that note before he passed," she said quietly. "He loved this sunrise. He believed anyone who stopped to read his message must have needed a reason to stay a little longer." Michael looked at her, then at the rising sun spilling gold over the park. In that moment he realized something. The note wasn't random, and maybe he too needed a reason to stay a little longer. The two of them watched the sunrise in silence, and somehow the world felt a little softer, like it was giving him another chance.